Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel. I am Miss Nuria, teaching Scratch. I hope you are seated with your computer or tablet doing what I'm exactly doing. Let's start together. Today we are going to explore more into the looks block, a continuation of my previous video. I hope you have watched it. Today we are going to see how we can change the size of a sprite and also using a command to allow the sprite change costumes. Okay, so let's get started. I have already chosen my backdrop and sprite the lion. So clicking on the sprite lion and costumes, and you can see there are three pictures. Okay, three different pictures. Just clicking on each picture, it shows different leg positions of the lion. Okay, so we have a command here, a simple command called next costume. Okay, we'll use this command to switch between. Okay, all we have to do is drag and drop that command to the script area. Okay, we're making a program. What I want to do is when I'm clicking on the lion sprite, I want the lion to walk. Okay, if just look closely into these pictures, the difference between them is only the leg position. So that means actually the lion is walking. These pictures are taken when the lion is walking. Okay, so if I do this, it's going to change only once. So I need some loop. Loop, L-O-O-P. It means repeating a task. Could be one task, two tasks. You decide which tasks or which actions you want to repeat. So in my case, I want to repeat this one. Okay, let's hit green button. No, it doesn't work. We have to click on the sprite, because here when the sprite clicked is the event that will start this program. So clicking on the sprite and see the position, but this is happening so fast. So I want it to slow down, and I have added a command from the control, which is wait command. Okay, change it the second so it's not too long, should not be too slow, should not be too fast. 0.2 is perfect. Okay, now clicking on this, yeah, awesome, right? So the line is walking every 0.2 second. It's changing between these pictures, so it appears it's walking. Now if I just add move, okay, let's make this 5 steps. All right. Oh, it doesn't start green button. Why? Because the event is when this sprite click on this one. Perfect, right? Now previously, if you have watched my video on coordinates, I have talked about starting position. It's very important where you want the sprite to start when the program starts. Okay, where do you want the sprite to be positioned when the program is starting? Okay, now because this is when sprite click it, so let me just remove this one so that I can drag it back and position it. Okay, not necessary to do that. You can just add or go to command, and I just found it easier to do. Okay, now this is the current position of the lion. Okay, so when it's starting, now if I hit this one, okay, it's going back. Again, hit the sprite, the lion. All right, so you can see that the lion is walking. I can even drag this lion. I can make this one minus 200. Okay, let's start again. Yeah, perfect, right? So this is what we call switching between costumes. So by switching between the costumes, this lion appears as if it's walking. So we have covered as a summary, adding starting position, which is go to command instructing the a sprite to start at a specific position. Okay, and then we have used a command called next costume so that the program alternates through these pictures. Okay, and then we just added wait 0.2 second to make it natural. Okay, the switching between the leg position is natural. Yeah, and then moving, this is 50. You can just make this one 10 steps and start again. Yeah, okay, and this one we can make it like 40. Let's start. Oh, yeah, so the line is walking. Oh, we can add a roaring sound. Okay, how you can, now I will show you how you can add a sound. Okay, this grant, this one, it, when I chose a line sprite, this already came by default, so I can add this one. But if you want, if you want to record yourself, if you make a good lion sound, you can record. Just click here. See what I did is just click on sounds, and then here it says record. This is choosing sound. If you just click here, we have built-in sounds here that come with the Scratch application. You can choose one of this. You can listen to this. Okay, sounds, and we have different categories. You can choose from these ones, or you can record your own sound here, just clicking here and the recording, or you can upload from your own computer, or you can download from internet and then upload it. Okay, now since we already have, all I have to do is just add a command to make this start. Okay, now one important thing about this is you don't have to, if I just add the sound here, it could wait until this program is finished, and if I put it somewhere here, it will wait until this is finished. Okay, or you can use different options from here, because I want to use this one until finish it. It should be done, it should be roaring. I created a separate event here, okay, which will start when I click on this sprite, and then we'll make the sound. Nice, right? Okay, so that's a lion roaring. Click this one to stop it. Okay, then when you finish, you can save this one just clicking on file, save to your computer. Save this one as roaring lion. Okay, so that's one thing. I will show you another interesting thing, exploring further the costume, this costume. Okay, now I will okay, have Scratch programs here made for sale. Okay, so here what I can do is just lion roaring. Okay, save this one. And one more interesting thing is, now remember in previous lesson we talked about how you can change the scene. Okay, because a story can happen in different scenes. Okay, now I want to add a mountain. The lion is walking, and somewhere in between I want to change the backdrop to the mountain. Okay, as if the lion has walked and moved from one area and gone to another. All right, you understand? Okay, good. Let's do that. Okay, if you can remember, previously we have used switch backdrop. Okay, to make that change. Now it's very important to decide and put a command, tell the computer when the program is starting, which backdrop should be the starting backdrop, because here now we have multiple backdrops, more than one backdrop. So when this script is starting, I want it to start at the woods. Okay, how many scripts do we, backdrops do we have? Okay, jungle, that's the default, that's what I want. And then while walking in the middle somewhere, I want the lion to go to okay, to go where? I can add another, as many events you can add. Okay, so what I want is, after maybe 5 seconds into this, I want the backdrop to change, right? Okay, just add 5 seconds here. You can choose anything you want. And I want here the backdrop to switch to mountain. Okay, let's start the script and see. So the line is walking. 5 seconds into this. See, it makes sense, right? Yes, it's interesting. So that's how you make a story. Okay. You can also, when switching to another backdrop, you can also make it start from somewhere. It's up to you. Okay. And for example, use walking like that. When entering to the new, I can make it start from, for example, this position. Okay, I can do that. So what I will do is I add a new go to here. Okay, let's say this is going, and then see, it looks natural. Like it was walking, and then it changed to another environment, and you see the process is there, and you see the lion entering. Okay, so you're completing the story in your mind, right? Good. Okay, we have seen these interesting things. After making changes, Scratch doesn't save it, you have to save it. All right, so lion roaring, lion roaring, um, roaring. You can do the same file name and then replace it. Okay, so I want to replace it. Yes, because it already exists, but it will save the last one, and that's what I want. Now I'll show you another thing. So I'll start a new project. Okay, and now I want to paint my own sprite, and I want to show you something interesting. Do this with me. Okay, now I want to draw a line. Okay, a line here. This one is much more good, right? Okay, let's do that. Delete this one. I just increase the thickness to make it thicker. Okay, good. Now this is my sprite. What I want to do is, okay, I want to show you how you can change the size of sprite. Okay, I choose this backdrop. Okay, now that is the starting position. I want the starting position to be that one, and I'm choosing green flag. When I click the green flag, I want that starting position to be there. Now we will explore a new command from the looks block, which is called size. Okay, we want to change the size of the sprite. So this 100% is a full size. I just want to make it smaller, and I'll make this one. This is in percentage. It's kind of tricky about the size. Okay. Okay, so what I will do is here, says the size to 1. Okay, now just click this green plug. You can see you change the size. Yeah, become smaller. Now you can see another command here, change size by. Okay, I want to use this one, and I want to show you something very exciting. Are you with me? Good. Let's do it. Also, you do the same thing, okay, in your computer or tablet. Right now, I want to make this 20 times, and I want the size to change each time by 2. Let me show you what this does. Okay, so what is happening? It appears as if it is coming to you, right? I will add from the coordinates. Remember, we have learned about XY coordinates in previous lesson, in one of the lessons of the coordinates, and we want to change only the y-axis, okay, the y value. So want to change this one by -2. It means it's going down. Let's hit this button and see. Oh, exciting, right? We can make even this one 40, and let's see what happens. Exactly. Interesting, right? It is coming towards us. It appears as if it is coming towards us. Okay. What we are doing is changing the size when the concept is from physics. When objects come closer to us, they appear bigger, right? And when they go far away from us, they appear smaller. So if I want this one to go back from here, I can reverse the process, okay? You can do the reverse thing and make it appear as if it's going backwards. Okay, good. Hey, let's make this one crazy. 60. Hit this button again and see. Wow. Interesting, right? I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, now let's make this one. The size now you can see is 160. If I reverse this process, if I made the size starting 160, and I want to do the reverse of everything, and let me keep this one here. I'll change the go to this one. Now this one should change by 2. This one should change by -2, right? You got the idea. So what we are doing is from the current position, it should go to that. Interesting, right? Try it. That looks amazing. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're not a member, subscribe. It's free. We'll get videos weekly, interesting videos.